Tonight's weather is sponsored by Ashbrook Audiology, proudly serving Southside for 20 years.
Alrighty, everybody, welcome back here to your BTW21 weather forecast. Dustin Staples greeting you here at the weather wall today and getting ready for the weekend. We hope you enjoyed your week so far. It's been a rotation of me and Luis this week, and you're probably wondering, when is the stable going to come back to all next week? And beginning all next week, Luis is fully back at the anchor desk. I'm going to head back to my studios in Radford once again with you, so bear with us, and we thank you so very much for allowing me to come your home's double duty a lot of times most of the week of the last week or so. So been fun doing that, and boy, it's not as easy as you look, so you go give it a shot at home and let me know how you do. So anyway, I'm not going to challenge you to do the news, but maybe you could tag along me on Do the Forecast. I won't mind that either. We are going to begin to see again pretty summer-like afternoon and going into tonight for the start of the Friday or Thursday evening with some scattered showers and storms in the making later on tonight. Temperatures are going to cool off, kind of noticeably cooler tonight, as our temperatures are going to go from those 80s to right around the 70s later on tonight here as our temperatures remain mild, to put that as out there. We are going to begin to see lower dew points, low humidity, something I have been able to say for quite a while and experience because it's been so hot and humid to put out there. And again, our area overnight lows for part of our county regions, you kind of see here based upon we got a pretty much cooling air sinking in tonight. This will be beneficial for everybody out there as our temperatures are going to be staying in the 60s right there tonight, and our friends all across the board there. Again, maybe a stray shower, clouds overcast most likely be the theme this evening. So we may see a stray shower be rolled out in the area, but other than that, things will remain kind of cool, kind of mild out there. And again, there's going to be a bit of a northwest breeze, a northeast breeze that does develop for us for tonight and going into your Friday, as you begin to see here lots of clearing skies coming in once more, as our temperatures are going to be in the upper 70s, low to mid 80s. So a pretty comfortable day. And look at there, I was nice enough to put a 10 out of 10 on that because it's deservable. It deserves a 10 out of 10. So we're going to give it an A++ weather forecast. I know some of our educators are watching and say, how dare he do so? Well, I make the weather, so I can kind of make it my style, you know. Anyway, don't get all so defensive now right there. A lot of our sunny skies continue to come into play. Temperatures out there as well. Even some of our area highs, low to mid 80s all across Rocky Mount. Going towards Boone's Mill, all of our area school districts are back in full session for this week. You have a nice weekend gearing up for that too, with a mix of sun and clouds out there. Again, that northeast breeze about 5 to 15 miles per hour. So if you're, other than that, if you're making some plans to do anything go towards the plate, go towards the pool, head out, maybe practice those football, right, because that's coming up here pretty soon. Football season's going to be kicking off before we know it. So speaking of that, we'll be having those programming launches coming up here on your neighborhood network starting Friday Night Live football. That's exciting for everybody out there. So whatever you're doing this weekend, just take advantage of it. As you do see here in our weekend forecast for Saturday, another beautiful day is on tap for us. Lots of sunshine coming into play, low humidity. Just keep that in mind as you are doing some things out and about. Keep the sunscreen with you because remember, you can still result in a bit of a sunburn right now. So keep that in mind. You're saying, Dustin, it's getting cool out there. That doesn't mean we're going to say farewell to our hot temperatures, but sunny skies also for our Sunday. Very nice weekend in the making. Low humidity. Our dew points are going to be staying in the 50s and 40s, so that dry and comfortable air is going to be at play for us right there. Overnight low is pretty cool and crisp out there in the 50s and low 60s. We have a chance of rain late Sunday, and again another shower storm possible on your Monday. So we are going to begin to see that on mind for us once again as you make your way out and about on your Friday. Now we're going to begin to switch it up a little bit here because we've been talking about the globe and the world for the last several days, and you're probably wondering, why is it such an impact towards us? Well, believe it or not, there's been several studies conducted over the last several months of climate change and the climate crisis, as we like to discuss. So the 2022 annual climate report was released, and this is from the NOAA, the National Oceanic Atmospheric Administration, of course the NCI NCIE, the National Climate and Environmental Information, will provide all this great data for us here. Some of this is the billions of dollars of damage of storm reports, whether that is flooding or lightning or a lot of wildfires we've seen across over 8 severe of these storms have been part of that $9 billion in damage. One of those, of course, as you know, were both one for flooding and the drought out there. You know, the flooding took place in parts of Kentucky, the severe storm risk in the Atlantic region. And speaking of, there was a lightning strike in our area. I know I sound like a broken record for a lot of us because, you know, this was a report from Sontag. The Sontag community saw a lightning strike of a person. Thankfully, it does appear that the person was managed to survive that lightning strike, though. So something you see in movies you don't all the time see in our backyard. So that's always telling you to do be careful when you're out with lightning with the storms. When they are moving through our hometowns, just keep that in mind as well. So when you see thunder roar, head indoors, and when lightning strikes, think twice to head inside. Never, to say the least, think once. Actually, you don't want to overthink it, in case you know lightning could strike several yards in front of you. On top of that note too, so a lot of this damage of over $9 billion in damage for the whole global world for our climate report. And something else we talked about a lot is tornadoes. This is information that has been impacted across the U.S. This is coming again from NOAA, showed that our tornadoes in the deep south, Mississippi and Alabama, was the primary threat for those. Our friends to the west, southern states, western parts of Arizona, Nevada, Utah, California, Montana, you know, there is a major fire that has just continued to burn outside of Yosemite, and even parts of southern and now northern California are beginning to see that. Oregon and Washington state even have that wildfire concern for us too. So very interesting stuff with this. Flooding, of course, the Ohio River Valley, Missouri, Kentucky, even parts of our area, a very county way out towards the west, Buchanan County, towards Wise. For those of you who are familiar with UVA Wise, and maybe some of your kids have gone to college there, they may be familiar with Buchanan County. They had extraordinary damage, flooding earlier in July out that way, and they're still cleaning up months to the day in that point too. In storms in the mid-central west states, creating a lot of those dangerous lightning strikes on that note too. So as we continue talking about the next present thing here, I was able to put together for you a lot of in-depth research went into this because it is not easy looking at all this stuff. And again, this is another climate report from the friends here. Something we talk about not a lot. We've been talking about Celsius, so you may be familiar with the C on our degrees here. That's Celsius, letting you know that the Earth has been warming. We're up to now almost over 2 degrees Celsius in parts of the United States. Globally, this has been decades. Warming has been taking place. So I know a lot of you like to spar debates of global warming and climate change. I'm not here to do that for you, so I'm going to let you keep your own opinions to yourself on there, and whatever you think is, anyway. But you see here, just know that the Earth is still warming, and the last several decades, it is going to continue to warm, and more of that warming will continue to take place in decades to come. And it does look like that, you know, we talk about this all the time. You know, I feel like I'm now a director of climatology here, and we'll put that on my title here. Maybe Louise can do me a little favor and put that on my lower third. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, we do know that it's impressive stuff that happens around the world. A lot of this doesn't know that, you know, one little states down the road, they're seeing high heat. We're seeing cool temperatures for everybody. And there's another thing we talk about is heat waves. We've been talking about this quite frequently. They're becoming the new normal, really, in reality. Another study report puts in out here, you kind of see that our high heat waves continue on, and they're become more frequent and more common, and 14 times more over the last several years to come. And so since they have been so prone to happen in parts of June and July, and now even parts of August, we talked about Italy and France seeing a third heat wave, Paris even seeing excessive high heat, and here in the U.S. we are beginning to see, as I showed you that map earlier the climatology predicting those cooling temperatures in the U.S. for our part of the area, and that is some good news on our part too. So enough of my soapbox about climate change and the impacts it's having. Something else, this is pretty interesting. Our biology fans out there with that who like sea turtles. There's a bit of a sea turtle population. The study has shown there's less male turtles, sea turtles out there. There's more female turtles because of the cold water, believe us or not. So our sea turtle biologist lovers out there, you may notice that if you go to the beaches and head out towards the East Coast and maybe out in the West Coast, you notice how warm the water is. Well, our male species can't really interact with those type of water temperatures, so we're seeing more female sea turtles than we are male sea turtles out there as well. All right, that is a lot of knowledge I just threw at you, and I understand that, and it's the weekend coming up here. You want to rest, please do that, first of all. So we want to thank you so very much for seeing me double duty the last, what is this, 2 weeks, I guess, week and a half now. Anything has come to bake, I'm getting 2 weeks is right. So my math here is running all out of sorts. So it's time for me to go enjoy myself for the weekend, and it's time for you to stick around for my Girl Echo programming. Have a great weekend. So long. I'll see you next time.
Your BTW21 weather forecast is sponsored by Zentmeyer Chiropractic.
Hi, my name is Dr. Capers Zentmeyer here at Zentmeyer Chiropractic. It's our goal to create wellness in all areas of life. Here at Zentmeyer Chiropractic, we are a neurologically based, state-of-the-art facility in the beautiful Martinsville-Henry County area. With our technique and our technology, we're able to get down to the root cause of any health concerns you may have and then correct them from inside out. We'd love for you to come by and check us out. We take care of personal injuries, car accidents, pregnant women, babies, and people of all ages. We love serving families through the principle of chiropractic care. So come on down to Zentmeyer Chiropractic, where we can help you remain in health as a lifestyle for a lifetime. So please come see us here at Zentmeyer Chiropractic. We are located here on the corner of Kings Mountain Road and Virginia Avenue. Our address is 3652 Virginia Avenue in Collinsville, Virginia, and our phone number is 276-647-5555.